to be having a little exposition on the draw and basic commands of AutoCAD. So I'm going to be unveiling some of the basic commands of AutoCAD. Okay, there are so many commands AutoCAD have, and we are going to see how to use some of these commands. Remember that before we started this program, I told you that the AutoCAD tools are divided into two parts, and we have the draw toolbar and we have the modify toolbar. So in this section we are going to be dwelling on the draw toolbar. The first tool we are going to be talking about is the line tool. The line tool is the first tool that is at the section of the draw toolbar. So I've already explained how to use the line tool in AutoCAD. In our previous class, I was able to explain to you how the best practical way to apply this principle in AutoCAD, the principle of defining positions in the program. So there are 5 ways you can use the line tool perfectly in AutoCAD. Okay, where I explained about the absolute coordinate method, the interactive method, the relative rectangular coordinate method, the relative polar coordinate method, and the direct distance entry technique. So I was able to explain the 5 methods of how to use the line tool. So we will be talking about the construction line. The construction line is helps you produce lines at that ends at infinity. Okay, it helps you produce lines that ends at infinity. So you need this line whenever you are about to kick off a drafting concept. For instance, to use this line in AutoCAD, all you need to do is to pick up the line tool here, and as soon as you drop, you draw. I just left click, so as soon as you drop, you see you can drop and right click to deselect the line. Okay, you can still make out a line of this nature. You drop, right click. So that is how to use the construction line, and you can start using the offset tool to get what you want. So it is very essential, and at the end of your offsetting, you have to trim off the excesses that remains. So you use it to produce your initial concept, and after everything, you remove the parts that you don't want to use. That is about the construction lines in AutoCAD. So we have the polyline. The polyline simply these are lines that are interconnected to each other. Okay, there are segments of line that are connected to each other. Okay, and I will be showing you how you can use this tool in AutoCAD. So let us delete this. This is the polyline. So if I want to use this polyline in this program, okay, just select the tool here, and if you click this point, I just left clicked, and you type in your distance, assuming I'm going along 150 millimeters, 150, and you press enter. This is the end point now, and I want to go down 150. I'm using the direct distance entry techniques. 150 again, down. So you press enter. This is the point, and I'm going 20. You press enter. This is the point, and I'm going along again 150, and I press enter. So if I'm done issuing this command, all I have to do is to right click, and I'll click enter. Now the lines are connected to each other. Okay, they are just like it's a grouped kind of line. So assuming I select this line, it's going to select everything all together. So as soon as you click a point or a part of the line, everything will be selected. That is how the polyline works in AutoCAD. That is the work of the polyline, or it can be abbreviated to the word line. Okay, now we have the polygon. We have the polygon in AutoCAD. We can create polygon of diverse kinds. Okay, we can create polygon that has different number of sides. Okay, now we are gonna be exposed. There are three basic methods of creating polygon in AutoCAD, but I'm gonna be exposing two of the three methods. And the first stuff we are gonna be doing is to create a polygon that has a radius of 50 millimeters. That has a radius of 50 millimeters, and we are gonna be using a radius of a given circle in which the polygon is inscribed. The radius of a given circle in which the polygon is inscribed. And the second one is we are going to be using the radius of a given circle in which the polygon is circumscribed. So these are the two methods of using the polygon tool. So you use the first one is you use the radius of a circle or a given circle in which the polygon is inscribed, and the second one is the one the stuff is circumscribed, and the last one is using the edge method. But we are gonna be dwelling on the first and the second method of using this polygon tool. So how do you use the polygon tool in AutoCAD? Okay, let us select the polygon command over here, and or you can as well come to the draw toolbar or the draw icon on the menu bar, and you select, and then you check out for your polygon. This is the polygon over here. Okay, so let us continue by selecting the polygon here, all the same. Now at the command line, check out the statement at the command line. It says polygon enter number of sides. So how many sides do you want this polygon to have? I want to create a polygon of 8 sides. I want to create a polygon of 8 sides, so I type 8 and I press enter on my computer keyboard. Now the second stuff there says specify center of polygon. You can specify the center of this polygon by using the absolute coordinate method, where the coordinate will be located with a reference from the origin. Okay, or you can just specify it on the screen. So I want to specify the center of the polygon on the screen. I've clicked, I left clicked, just click once and you stop. Now the next option there says enter an option. Okay, is the stuff inscribed or is it circumscribed? Now if it is inscribed, you type I in capital letters and you press enter. Now if it is circumscribed, you type C in capital letters and you press enter. But the first one is using a radius of a given circle in which polygon is inscribed. So that means we will type I in capital letters and we press enter. Then the last command that says specify radius of a circle. So I want us to use a radius of 50 millimeters. 50 millimeters, that's 50, and I'll press enter on my keyboard. This is the polygon we've created. Okay, we've been able to create a polygon that has 8 equal sides. We've been able to create a polygon that has 8 equal sides. Okay, and we used the first method, okay, where we used the radius of a given circle in which the polygon is inscribed. So the second one we'll be using is the radius of a given circle in which the polygon is circumscribed. So I Ctrl Z to go back, then I pick up the polygon tool again. This is the polygon tool, and I enter the number of sides. So this time around I want to create a polygon of 10 sides, of 10 equal sides. So I press enter on my keyboard. Now I come to the screen and I just left click and specify the center point of my polygon. So I click at this point, and now this time around it is circumscribed. So I type C on my keyboard and I press enter. Remember, the C I typed is in capital letter, so I press enter. Now the last command there says specify radius of circle. So the radius of the circle, we are still gonna use 50 millimeters, that is 50, and you press enter. Now this is the polygon that has 10 equal sides in Autocad. So that is how to use the polygon tool. You can check out for the last method in the book. It's very well detailed in the book. That is all about the polygon tool. Now the next tool there we have is the rectangle tool. The rectangle tool is a very simple tool and it is straightforward to apply in Autocad. Okay, how do you use the rectangle tool? Pick up the command over here, or you can go to the draw icon and pick up the command. So having picked up the command here, now the first stuff there says specify first corner point. Specify first corner point. So I want here, I can just interactively click on the screen. Remember, I left click on the screen, then you go to the command line and type at the S value, that is the width of your rectangle, and comma, then the height of your rectangle. So you put at, assuming the width of our rectangle is 50, and then you put comma, then the height of our rectangle is 20. So you press enter on your keyboard. Now this is your rectangle and it has been created. Now we created a rectangle that has a width of 50 millimeters and a height of 50 millimeters, and we used a very simple technique, that is the relative rectangular coordinate technique, where we had to input the at command and put the horizontal distance and comma, then the vertical distance. That is how to use the rectangle tool in Autocad. The next tool we have there is the arc tool. The arc tool, there are so many ways of creating arcs in Autocad. Autocad provides us with so many ways, and if you want to see all of them, all you have to do, click the draw tool and you select the arc. Click this ellipse. Now you have there are numerous ways of creating arcs in Autocad, so I will be explaining just a few of them, like the start, this center, and the end, and I'll also explain the center, the start, and the end. You also have the start, end, and radius. So let us see how we can create this arc using the first method, which is the start, center, and end. So you select this command, just left click on it, select the command. So you have here the start, the center, and the end. Okay, now our arc has been created automatically. That is for the first process, that is for the first procedure. So we take up a different method. We have the start, end, and radius. This is the more applicable method that is very straightforward as well. So you pick up the start, pick up the end, and you go to the command line and issue the radius of your arc. Okay, for this one I want the radius of my arc to be 40. Okay, so you type 40 on the command line and you press enter. This is the radius of, this is the arc we've been able to create. This is the arc we've been able to create. So I Ctrl Z again, and I'll show you the last one, and you can try the remaining ones that are in the book. So we have the start, the center, the start, and the end. So you select this. This is always very necessary if you want to design your door block. Okay, if you want to design your door block, over here you have the center, the start, and the end. Okay, you see we've been able to create. Okay, let us use a different tool altogether to create these two. Go down a little bit, you drop your line, right click and enter. So let us pick that same arc tool. We have the center, the start, and the end method. So here is the center, here is the start, and here is the end. So you see we've been able to create our door block, and you can make some other modifications to the design. Okay, that is how you can create arcs in AutoCAD. There are so many of them, and you can find them well detailed in the book. Okay, so we have the circle, so I want to remove this. So we have the circle. There are also so many ways of creating circles in AutoCAD. There are so many ways of creating circles in AutoCAD, and if you want to see all of them, you still go to the draw toolbar. You have the circle, you click the ellipse, you have the center and radius, you have the center and diameter, you have 2 points, you have 3 points, you have the tan, and the radius. You have the triple T method. But for this class, we are gonna be talking about the center radius and the center diameter. So how do you create circles using the center and the radius? That means you must have a center of your point located, and you must have a definite radius or diameter of a circle. So let us create a circle that has before that, let us remove things like this. Okay, let us create a circle that has a radius of 50 millimeters. A circle that has a radius of 50 millimeters. Okay, so you select the first stuff here. Now you can decide to specify the center of your circle by using the absolute coordinate method. Okay, or you can interactively use your mouse cursor to specify on the screen. So I want to use the mouse cursor to specify on the screen. So the first statement there is it says specify center point of circle. So I want to perform this function on the screen, so I just left click to specify the points. And the next statement there says specify radius of circle, and remember I said that our radius is 50 millimeters. So on the command line I type 50 and I press enter. This is a circle has been created. Okay, we can as well create another circle using the next method. So you still select the draw tool and you click the circle, and we have the center and diameter. Assuming we have a given diameter already and we want to create a circle with another given diameter. Okay, let us create this circle using a diameter of 20 millimeters. 20 millimeters. So you select the center and the diameter. Now I can still interactively locate the center point of my circle at the interface or the screen. Okay, so I click and just left click at this point to locate the center, and I go to the command line and specify the diameter of my circle. So I want this diameter to be 20 millimeters. So I press enter. This is our circle has been created. Okay, that is how to create circles, or how to use the circle command or the circle tool in AutoCAD. So the next tool there is the block tool. The block tool. So I'm gonna be showing you how you can create blocks in AutoCAD, how you can make blocks in AutoCAD. I will be showing you how you can make blocks, and this how when you say blocks, I mean I want to group different kinds of objects together to become one. Okay, I want to group different objects to become a single entity. Okay, so let us add a rectangle to this job, and we are going to be converting this particular job to becoming a block. Now if I select this circle, the circle is selected alone. Okay, you escape. If I select this rectangle, the rectangle is selected alone. And if I select this other smaller circle, it is selected on its own. Okay, but for now we want to create a block that will make everything become grouped together. So to create a block in AutoCAD, still locate the draw toolbar and you click on make block. Now the block definition dialog box will open. Here we are gonna write the name of the block we are making. So I want to use just a name like PP. Okay, so I just use a simple name here, PP, to specify the name of the block we want to create. And okay, then I want to add a pick point to our block we are creating. So you click here, and I want here to be a pick point. I want the center of this circle to be a pick point, so I click the center of this circle. So it will take me back to the block definition dialog box. So the now we have to select the object, so we click this point to select the object. Now hold down your left click mouse button and highlight everything. Okay, then you press enter on your computer keyboard to take you back again to the block definition dialog box, and you press OK. Now with this simple step, we've converted this particular object into a block. So if you select this stuff now, everything will be selected. You see, everything has been highlighted. Just a simple click, now they work together because they have been converted to becoming a block, one single element that have been grouped together. Now we have the point 2, but the point 2 is better explained in the book, and it's still also very simple, and you can locate points of a coordinate system in this program using the absolute coordinate method that makes reference to the origin. Okay, have a review on the book and understand more about the point. So we have the ellipse tool. The ellipse tool is also well detailed in the book. Okay, it's also well detailed in the book. So we have the hash tool. So I'm gonna be showing you how you can use the hash tool in AutoCAD. So to use the hash tool in AutoCAD, click on the hash command and on the draw toolbar. So I click this command and the hash dialog box will open. Okay, the hash and the gradient dialog box, they are always combined together. Now all I have to do now is to click on this swatch, and I'll select other predefined. Here I can choose a hash of my choice. Okay, to choose my font, and when I say hash, I mean I want to fill. Okay, I want to fill. So for instance, I want to hash the first circle with this ARH pawn. So you select this hash and you press OK. Now at this point, hash always works with scale. It always works with scale, which depends on the size of your drawing. So Let us leave the scale at 1, and so you click this point, add pick point. That is the point you want to hash. Now remember, I want to hash this circle, the first circle, so you select the first circle and you right click and press enter. So you click OK. Now we've been able to hash the first circle. Now if the hash is not if you don't like the hash, okay, let us switch off the grid display. If you don't have the hash, if you don't like the hash you've produced, you can as well modify this hash by clicking on it and you select the modify. So you select the modify, then you click on properties. You click on the hash and you can come over here and make some modifications. Okay, that is how you can make some changes at your hash. Okay, you can come over here and make some modifications, like you can decide to change the scale to 0.5 and you click outside. This is how it looks like right away. So let us hash the rectangle. So to hash this rectangle, we still select this stuff here and click the swash and select the hash of your choice. We can decide to scroll a little bit down. Okay, let us use this and you click OK. Add pick point. This is where we want to hash. And you right click or you press enter on your computer keyboard. This time around, I think we have to increase the scale to 10 for it to surface very well. And you press OK. Now this is the hash we've been able to produce. You can decide to hash the remaining part of the circle. If you want to modify this hash you've produced, okay, you can as well click the hash and you select the modify and click on properties to make some modifications. Okay, now we are going to be talking about the gradient tool, and whenever you hear the gradient tool, we are talking about colors. So how do you add colors or paint your designs in AutoCAD? Okay, if you want to paint your designs in AutoCAD or add colors to an object, you still select, this is the hash tool, this is the gradient tool. So you click on the gradient tool. Now if you want to use one single color, you can use this. Okay, if you want to use two colors mixed together, you can use this. Okay, so let us use this color. You select the one color over here. Okay, you can decide to change the color by clicking this point and we select this kind of color and you click OK. So it gives you different kinds of designs with a touch of a tune. Okay, we can as well pick this one or you can pick this one and you click on add pick points. Click on add pick points. So click this point and this is where we want to hash. So you click this point and press enter on your keyboard and click OK to complete command. This is the easiest way to use the gradient tool in AutoCAD. Okay, I believe you've been able to cover the major part, and we also have the multi-line test. This multi-line test is not that really necessary. You only use this multi-line test if you want to create a text pattern that is in the form of a paragraph. Okay, if you want to create a text pattern that is in the form of a paragraph, that is where you can use the multi-line test. But for now, we've been able to cover the draw and basic commands of AutoCAD, the line down to the hash and the gradient. And about this gradient, I said you can decide to use the two colors, where you can mix two colors together. You come over here, you select your first color and you click OK. You come over here, you select your second color and you click OK. Now it will mix the stuff, the color for you, and you now add your pick point and select where you want to add the color. Okay, and you have to make sure you don't go beyond your boundaries. That is how to use the gradient tool in AutoCAD. So I believe we've been able to cover this little exposition in the course of this video clip. I hope you enjoyed the class.